Oh, by the way, I finally saw the Avengers.
Don't talk bad about it.
Garbage.
I knew it.
The Avengers,
every time you late to the party, you want to talk how bad the party was.
Listen to me.
You're late to the party. The party's not fun now.
You know what I saw one night in the theater, which was excellent and underrated? X-Men First Class.
Wasn't underrated. Everyone loved X-Men.
X-Men First Class, the most recent one.
Yeah, people like that.
It was very good. I'm not saying because I'm hating on it. I wanted to like the Avengers. I was psyched to see it.
What didn't you like? Don't give me no cinematic.
From the beginning to the end.
The arc was off.
From the beginning to the end. It was boring. From the very beginning, that Tesseract thing was stupid. There was so much exposition. You know, like when one character says, so then we're going to go to the bridge, then we're going to blow up the tunnel, right? Right, because then the bad guys can't get the special. And the whole movie was exposition.
What does exposition got to do with it?
Whenever you see characters,
what are you talking about?
Whenever you see characters talking about the plot so that the audience can follow what's going on, it means that the writing was so weak that they couldn't just show you what was going on. They have to constantly stop.
How you know they didn't
to have characters
creatively take that as an option? Why do you act like
because
that's
the
only way?
Because it's known as weak writing. Thing was a mess. It was terribly boring. The action, there's a couple good action sequences.
There you go.
When the Hulk was smashing up, what's his name? When he kind of like was whipping him around, that was really funny.
You like that?
There was some good Iron Man stuff. Like there were a few good action sequences. But that thing was a mess. And the fact that it was such a big grossing film makes me feel very sorry for where our entire planet is at the moment. I think like that's a worse commentary on where we are than like global warming.
Now, how many stars would you give it?
I won't even get a planet.
Leave that movie
That was
alone.
hot garbage. I hate to be the bearer of bad. That was hot.
Okay,
garbage.
I can tell you.
I never liked the Avengers comic. I wasn't a huge comic book guy. But I like X-Men better than the Avengers in comic books, too.
We're not going to go through that again because we had that argument.
But the Avengers was hot garbage. That was terrible.
All right, the other end of the spectrum.
Boring.
Something that I got too late, another party that I was late to, but I love is I have the disc set, the season sets of Entourage. And I'm watching them on season 2.
You know what? I never watched Entourage.
See, I'll loan them to you. Give them back.
Episode 1 of season 2 was dedicated to my brother?
Which one?
My brother Sam.
For the indie movie?
Huh?
In season 2?
Episode 1 of season 2.
That's when they came back from Queens Boulevard.
I don't remember. I
just saw it, so I'm telling you what it was.
Right,
so what's your brother got to do with that? Queens Boulevard.
He was supposed to be in the show. So they were going to like write him into the show. He was up for a couple of those parts. And they were supposed to write him into the show, I think, in the second season. And he just knew those guys, and after he was murdered, they dedicated. I was very touched by that.
Dedicated.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
He knew them dudes.
But that made it difficult for me to watch that show because he was up for a couple parts. One of them, the protagonist, the blonde kid who's the manager.
The hell, the what tagonist?
The manager, protagonist, the manager. Mark Wahlberg, who played.
He wasn't gonna be Ari Gold.
No. The young kid. Mark Wahlberg's character is Vince, right? It's called Vince.
Vincent Chase.
Vince has a manager who's from
E.
E, whatever. He was up for that. He was up for Turtle. He was up for a couple different roles. Yeah.
I didn't know your brother, but what was his personality like? Could he act all kind of roles?
Yeah.
Because E be getting punked a little sometimes. I don't see your
brother.
brother.
No, but he wouldn't play it that way. It's probably why he didn't get the deal. Yeah. So anyway, that always made it kind of mixed for me to watch that because when I see Entourage, I'm like, you always think if something bad happens, what if this would have happened, then that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
And maybe if that would have happened, he wouldn't have been in a position to, because my brother let this guy stay with him who was insane and
yeah, I see the connection, the chain of events. I feel what you're saying. Well, damn, dog, don't try to make my Entourage. I'm liking Entourage. Don't make me feel bad about watching it now.
I'm just telling you that's the reason I don't watch.
You know what?
I hear good things about it, but I can't really watch.
Man.
I have like a personal reason for not watching.
You're going to make me have to make up something about Avengers to make you like it. Like, you know what, man? They contributed to the Compton City Center.
Yo. they were going to close down the rec center. they played the Avengers at the rec center to close it down. P.U. Man, that sucked.
Whatever. I don't go
Everything about that movie sucked. People kept telling me how good it was. But is everyone insane?
No, because you don't even like Batman, so I can't talk to you.
I love Batman. Of the recent movies, the one that rebooted it sucked. That just sucked.
The what? What? Rebooted it?
When they rebooted Batman.
What you talking
Reboot
about?
is like, we're going to start over again. And
I know what that means, but why you had to use that word to say that? When they put Batman back out?
Rebooted is actually the way everyone says it.
They ain't talking about a computer. Reboot. I ain't never heard that with a movie. Move on.
I saw that first one. that was hot garbage. But then the next one was pretty good. It wasn't great. It was all right.
We'll never give
best
two thumbs
superhero
up.
movies recently were
Batman.
X-Men United was very good.
Avengers.
Iron Man was mediocre, very overrated.
See, that's your problem, man. You think you're a purist to the movie world.
No, it's not that. It's when you're watching the action sequence in the end and you're bored and you're waiting for it to end, that means the movie sucks. And by the way, if you want to know why you're bored, when the emotional arc of the character doesn't resolve.
I knew you were going to have to use emotional arc. What did I say when we first started?
You're right.
But go back to
that's
your
why
old
just in case you're sitting there at home, you're in your car right now, you're thinking, yeah, why was I so bored at the end of Iron Man? Because the first half was pretty good of that movie. It was fun. It was different. It was good. The reason you're bored at the end is when the emotional arc of the character is not resolved through the action, it's boring. So here you are at the end of Iron Man. You already know how the fight's going to go. You never really feel he's in danger, like he's really imperiled. Like, take a great action movie. You know what's a great? Die Hard. When you were watching Die Hard, you're like, okay, now I know this cat's going to live till the end.
Yeah.
But damn, how's he going to get out of this one?
Yeah, but I was 12 also.
Then the more imperiled the protagonist is, the more cleverly he has to use his environment in ways you can't predict to get out of it, like The Bourne Identity, those kind of movies, the better the action sequences are. When you combine that with a resolution of an emotional character arc, you got a great flick.
One more arc, Noah. Joan.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about another superhero.
Damn, put you up on everything.
I want to talk about Superman, that superhero, Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Can we finish?
Superman was terrible, too. Everyone say, the Superman reboot's good. That sucked, too.
Can I hear some more about him?
Damn, how many superhero movies are any good anymore?
You're the worst critic
Spider-Man's okay. Spider-Man is okay. It's not great. It's okay. The best one by far is X-Men.
Batman's way better than Spider-Man.
X-Men #1 was great. X-Men 2 was okay. And X-Men First Class was very good.
Max.
Yeah.
Where'd you see the Avengers? On the plane, yes or no?
No, I saw it in the hotel room. Big screen on the hotel room.
Even worse.
The Wind's got. Oh man, I hope we do every fight at the Wind for them. Yeah.
Even worse.
Big screen in the hotel room. What's wrong with that?
Because you don't have the crowd engagement. You don't have it as they showed it on a big screen movie theater, not in your hotel room when you bored because you're in Vegas and you can't go out because you're married.
That's true. That could improve at a certain degree.
You married, stuck in a room in Vegas watching Avengers all disgruntled.
You're right, but it takes that could take it from a 2 to a 4. Don't tell me the Avengers more than a 4. That was hot garbage.
Between your towels.
It was tough.
Avengers.
Hey, Dwight, what was it like watching the Avengers?
It was tough.
Yeah, it was.
Why you sound like that? What you frogging up his voice for? Say it again.
Dwight, what was it like watching the Avengers?
It was tough.
Yeah, I know. What did you say when you ordered the movie in the hotel, Kobe, and you started watching from the first scene with that stupid Tesseract thing?
Stop it.
That's what I said, too. Stop it. What about Marcellus' point of view that he's such a good movie?
It's ignorant.
Well, I try to tell him that.